Small update. Clean the seat belt. Yeah, I haven't cleaned the strap part of this seat belt. I'll probably do that once I get this bolted back in. I don't really want to unbolt it there, so once I get that part bolted in, I'll clean it with some kind of fabric cleaner, which is what I did on the other seat belts. The kick panels I cleaned with super clean. The other I cleaned with the seat belts. I cleaned with the upholstery cleaner. Seat belts are bluer than they were. I got them drying. I mean, they're still stained up, but they're better, so that's good. Just letting them air out in the sun and dry. Kick panels are decent. They're faded, but you can see how much they're faded by looking up there. But they look a lot better than they did. Step, I don't know what you want to call these. Step runner, I don't know. Goes on the rocker, right near the rocker. They came pretty clean. They're also faded. They're also faded. And this one, same way, you know, faded but clean. And that piece too. Clean this edge up real good. Got that old gasket off. So silicone it up, put it back on. I think that'll be our next step, is get that panel on. So let me find the screws. We'll get some silicone on it. Alright, so this is what I got. This OSI Quad Advanced Formula Sealant. Permanently flexible, harmless adhesion, will not crack or yellow, blah blah blah, immediately water resistant, and it's clear. So that's going to go all along here, and then I'll put a little bead on here too. What this is the it's the inlet for the vent right here. So the air that goes in here goes in that channel and gets diverted. That would be inside air recirculate, or if it's open, it's pulling outside air. So that's what that is. Anyway, yeah. So we'll get some silicone on that and get it in place. I'll try to clean that piece up a little bit. And this speaker wire is going to go in behind it, or somewhere. Oh, we'll put it behind this, and we'll put it somewhere. Tuck it in that corner, I guess. So let's get that done. All right, just about got the kick panel on. That is some perfect stuff for this job. It is super thick, and so you can stick it on there, and it doesn't like run off as you're trying to put that panel in place. It's just really thick, and really thick and sticky. And I just put a bunch of it. I mean, you don't see it, so you can see where it's squished out in the holes there, which is fine. I'll just wipe off the excess, put my screws in. See a little bit in the corner where it's squished out, and it squished out at the top. I just want to make sure that I've got enough to seal this panel up really well, and I think I've got plenty. So we'll hook our vacuum line up to this little actuator, and then it should be good. Alright, I put these screws in, put the other screws in, and then we'll be good on this side. Alright, this side done, and I don't think that's going to leak. It's possible it's leaking somewhere else also, but that part I don't think will leak. So on to the other side. Nothing special about the other side, no need to seal it or anything, so I'll go ahead and just put screws in it. Okay, so that panel's in, that panel's in, and what we're going to do now, I think I may go ahead and put the rear pad in. I'm also going to take this shifter out. I'll have to undo the linkage from the shifter where it goes, where it connects to the linkage that goes to the transfer case, and I'll have to take these bolts out, and that'll allow me to get that out of the way, so when I lay the pad and the carpet in here, I can lay it flat, and I'll be able to feel where the indentation is for the shifter. Without the shifter, you know, I'd have to cut a hole in the carpet anyway to get over the shifter if I left it on there. So easier just pull the shifter off, then it can lay flat. I can feel where the hole needs to be, and then I can trim the carpet from up top and get the hole just right, and then put the shifter in, and maybe even let the shifter come down over the carpet to, or at least a little bit, to kind of help the hold the carpet. And then there's a plastic cover that goes over the shifter and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the rear pad in and take that shifter out. Alright, so here's kind of a rough fit, I guess you could say, of the rear pad. And I think what I'm going to do is let it sit there for a little bit. I may try to get it a little. This thing is on the verge of being brittle, so I kind of want to let it settle on its own. So I think I'm gonna kind of leave it alone right there. I'm probably gonna reinforce it in a few spots. It's not like it can go anywhere, but it was kind of ripped right here, so I'm gonna put a little piece of tape right there. Probably no need of it because it's gonna have carpet on top of it. It can't go anywhere. But it probably needs to slide back just a hair. It's a little better. I may reinforce it along this seam because that could kind of fall. But you can see it kind of it needs to just kind of lay here and kind of contour. And this side's pretty good. It's got cutouts for all the seats. A little brittle right here. I figure out the best way to get my wires. Probably bring them over this way a little bit. Let them all run in there. Got one for the seat belt, one for my rear speakers, or two for my rear speakers, and the cargo lamp. So I think I'll break open that other front pad and see how it fits. I think I need to get the vacuum out first though, and vacuum up the dirt and stuff to this pad, let loose, and then vacuum the top of this pad off a little bit. Alright, so we're quitting for today. And this is where we've left off. I haven't Did I do anything? Yes, I did. I cleaned up the shifter, four-wheel drive shifter, the bezel part. Decided not to put the mat in it yet because I want to test. I want to get a water hose and start running some water all around and see if I can find any leaks before I put the mat in it, because I don't want the mat to get wet. So, and I didn't want to run the water today yet because I want to let that silicone I put on this panel dry. I don't want to risk, messing that stuff up. So, we're going to quit for today. It's getting late anyway. And we'll pick up on it probably next weekend. Here's the shifter. Mine had the boot was torn on mine, so I had this one off the Blazer. Just push these stick up through these holes on the bottom side. You just kind of push them over so they'll release. See? Just push them over where they'll release, get this bezel off, and then the boot will come off. And this boot, cleaned it up, it's off the Blazer. The one on the truck had a big rip right in here. So this one's all together. So we'll put that one on there. Once it's all dry, I'll oil that little slider up. So anyway, thanks for watching.